Hello everyone! Music is too loud. I hope everyone is doing well. Despite the 2 minutes of ads. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. It's not my choice. If I could just deactivate it, I would. But I have to have a certain quota of ads. And so it's 2 minutes at the start, so you don't have any ads for 45 minutes. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Hello, Pong.
The music is a little louder and you are quite quiet.
Oh, I'm quite quiet.
Yeah.
Oh no. Why am I quiet? Is this okay? I think it should be okay. Hello, hello. Thank you, my like in-house like sound sound guy. Hello. I hope everyone is doing well. Pong is right next to me and helping me fix stuff. So we say thank you, Pong. I hope everyone is doing very well. Doing well, you? Yeah, I'm doing really well. I'm happy. Today has been pretty grey here in Sweden, but for the first time in like a month or two, we got above 0 degrees. That was crazy. It is 1 degree outside right now. This is warm. This is summer. Hello. Okay, maybe not exactly, but it feels good. It feels good. I go outside and didn't even have a hat, and I was not cold. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But yeah, very, very happy. Very happy. We did some big shopping. So, my wallet is sad, but I'm happy. The fridge is full. It's nice. We were kind of like riding on like leftovers for for breakfast. I had a can of corn, and Pong had a leftover spaghettis and beans. It was not the best. But now we have food. Now we have food. Hello, Mocha! Something a small clip in the clip thingy. Ooh. I'll check it out later. Exciting, exciting. It's fun to have you all here. I'm very happy. Yeah. Eevee. So, yes, today is art stream day. It hasn't happened in a very long time. One of the reasons why is because it's always a little bit finicky for me. Because, as you can see, I'm moving right now. But to move like that and to be tracked, I use my iPad. But to draw, I use my iPad. It's not very good system. It's not very practical, if you ask me. Depression flavored breakfast. It's 17:32, my friend. I know you have the same time zone as me. Hello? Everything okay? I would send you a message after. What do you mean breakfast? No. I pat you over the internet. But yes, as I was saying, because of the way I draw and track my model, I kind of have to make decisions. And so, obviously... Oh, I'm thinking about me! Ah, yes. Well, he was happy. Me, I eat corn. I like corn. Corn, not beans. I like corn. Don't trash talk corn, please. It is my go-to snack recently. I'm on my lost weight journey, and corn has been my best friend since I'm trying to lay off the chocolate. But yes, anyways, say hello to Minimi. Look at her. She has no thoughts behind those ears. Like, beyond the eyes and between the ears is nothing. Just emptiness. But she's very cute, and she's gonna be our helper today for the stream. She's so dumb. She's very dummy. So, when I have to start... Well, I have to. When I start drawing is what we'll have to resort to. I'll try to have the tracking as often as I can. But yeah, it's gonna be difficult. A new child, exactly. Mini, no. No. Corn is nice. Hey, it's a good breakfast. It helped me until we went shopping. And then proceeded to buy a ton of stuff. It was nice. Including a white monster, which brings me to today's theme of the stream, which is that we're gonna try to gothify my Vtuber. We're gonna try to draw, exactly, with the white monster, we're gonna try to summon the inner goth in us, and to draw a Psy goth. It's kinda like the second part of the fun talk we had last stream, last Saturday, when we beat Hollow Knight, the true ending. That's what you miss, Binter. I finally beat the true ending with Radiance fight and everything. I did not do Path of Flame though. I don't think I had the level for that. Anyways, well, let me take my glasses off, because I think my model is freaking out a little bit. Hi Lara! But yeah, we beat Radiant and joked about summoning goth girls by chugging cans of white monster. So, to get in the spirit during the big shopping, I bought a can of white monster, and we're gonna draw a goth girl. I'm trying. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that's today's plan. The ritual begins. Exactly. We summon the goth girls. Hey, 7 stream streak for Ice Pepper Mocha. Yippee! I realized I always shorten your name. I'm so sorry. Ice Pepper Mint Mocha. My brain cannot read that many words in a row. It's difficult, I'm sorry. But yes, it's also gonna be a pretty fun thing, like a way to show you kind of how I work when I design characters and stuff, because it's something I really enjoy doing. I don't do it as often as I wish I was. But yeah, I think that's our plan today. Yeah. And if we finish too fast, I don't think we will, but just in case, I also downloaded Planet Coaster 2 yesterday. I bought it on Steam, and it's surprisingly fun so far. Pong is playing it right to my right, and I'm like, oh, I wanna play that. Oh my god. But yes, so that's the plan. I realize I might have forgotten to do something, but that's okay. Okay. Let me see. How do I do this? I think I do that. I do. Oopsie. Hello. Small me is right there. We're gonna lose tracking for just a little bit. What is happening? Okay, hello. And I'm gonna be doing this, that, yes. Okay, you heard the discount sound, it is a good sign. Okay, hold on, I'm figuring it out. And here we do this, that, this, and okay. Yes. Let me hide our model. Okay. And we make ourselves a bit bigger. Yeah, look at this. Apparently... Hello? What is happening? Why did my iPad go into sleep mode? I am doing it, don't worry people. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I last did that. Yes. Okay. Does it work? No, why is it showing me? Aha! I'm using the strat of having 2 Discord accounts. Why is Discord so big? Hold on. What is happening? Aha! Hold on. I am very professional. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. Do not go into sleep mode, please. Okay! Ta-da! Yes, I will put full screen. Yippee! So as you can see now, we have a working screen share. Let me make myself slightly smaller. But yes, so a little introduction. Welcome to my iPad. As you can see, I have many texture edits like those ones. But I'm working on fun stuff. Yeah, many things. Oh yes, this is my sea daughter. Exactly. I will die for her. But it's weird that people give free subs. Well, I don't know. It's fun. It's very sweet. It's a nice way to show support, I think. Yeah, if you find people who feel like supporting you and can support you, it's always very, very nice and very appreciated. Okay, well then, I need to remember, I'm getting confused between my different screens. It's not good. Don't know how it works, so you're learning? Yeah. So, how did I open Paint? Hello? Oh, I pushed my keyboard onto my Stream Deck. I'm nailing it today. So, as you can see here, sorry for the quality, it's not perfect, but it should be okay. This is my iPad. I drew quite a lot, as you can see. I have many things, including Pong. Look at him, he's so cute. He was his profile picture for a while, until he got replaced by Cat Miku, which I respect. I have many things, including Mocha. Should check her out, she's very cool. Silly things like this was for Pong's birthday. I think it's really cute. I have a kiwi for a friend. I have many silly things. Many silly things. But I'm having a ton of fun. Stuff like this, if you are on the Discord server, which you should be, because you should join, it's very chill. We were having a ton of fun before the stream started. Thank you, Pong. You have seen this drawing before. And technically on the same thing. Yeah. Basically what I did for this drawing is let me bring this one to the front. I posed a virtual doll of sorts. Like I bought the right to this doll on an app called Puffy Create, which I used to just make it just simpler to draw. I can pose the doll myself to have a different unique pose, and then I can just have it there. It's very nice. This was for my school exam project, which was basically to the entrance exam to my game design school, where I made something. It's pretty cool. It was to introduce some of the characters. Some of the characters I also include this very spooky goat. It's very scary, but I like it. And this very cool deer I made. I think I'm pretty proud of the rendering. For the deer and the goat, I looked at references online, but I'm very proud of the rendering because that I did on my own. I think it's really cool. Where can I show? Yes. Some of the drawing in white there in the middle are kind of drawings where I was a little bit dry inspiration. I was a bit stressed, so it was a bit difficult to draw. So I used some references and posts online that you can use as base to draw over. I don't remember all of the artists, but it's very, very fun. It's a good way for me to get drawing again, you know? Here is pretty fun. Okay, this is okay. Twitch, do not kick me. It's just body parts, not actual nudity, please. Here, for example, it was for a commission I worked on. Clients showed me this like design that they have. It's really cool. And then I tried my best to draw the textures. You can see like here's the reference I have for the file, and here's me trying to recreate here. It's pretty fun. You have to do it for all different layers of the model until you have something that makes sense in the end. I'm very proud. She has like tentacle tails. This is what I drew. It really like woke the inner Splatoon nerd in me back up. It was really fun to work on tentacles rendering again. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, I can show. Recently I was trying to think of redesigns for Cygirl, so this was an idea that I had for a while. I was kind of in the middle of drawing it, so it's very much chaotic in the sketch. But look, even bigger ears. I know what's important in my character design. Bigger fluffy ears. With like little antennas. I wanted to make the robot aspect a bit more clear. Because I think something that kind of gets pushed aside in my design currently. So I wanted to make it look more robots. So I added like joints, like doll joints like here and on her legs as well. So I'm writing here for like Cygirl. I think it was cool. I also wanted like to keep the cool eyes, maybe have more facial marks and stuff. But the goggles, yeah, you're right, I should keep the goggles as well. It was like a little research. I was thinking maybe like new dresses that like touch the floor and such, because I think it's really pretty. New shoes, I think they're cool. And here, this little thing here is like a homage to my uncle, who was an artist who made really cool furniture. And he has a very unique way of like making the colors for his furniture. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I don't want to accidentally dox myself. But he's really cool. He's dearly missed now. But yeah, I wanted like to maybe have a way to have a little homage to his heart in mind. His art. I'm struggling with H, I'm sorry. But I think that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I can show maybe. You know what? Instead of showing you just those drawings here, because I have quite a lot of them, we're gonna show you my presentation before we start drawing. Oh yeah, by the way, just before the stream, I made this. I cleaned it up, so I drew the base, and we can have like this as a base to draw over. So yeah, it's gonna be like playing dress up, but with drawing the clothes instead. But just drawing the body is very much a long part. So it's good that I don't have to do that again. Okay, hold on, let me do this. Let me go back to the face tracking while we can. She looks so dead. Hold on. I'm gonna be able to do it. Just making sure I can show you my presentation. I haven't translated it, so I'm just gonna like give you the gift of it. That's what. Yeah, I'm trying to have my like. I think it's a nice nod to him to have. Okay. There shouldn't be my name anywhere in the presentation. We will see. Oh, hold on. We reactivate our dear Cygirl. Hello. Oh, I'm being hidden by my child. Hello, I am back. But yeah, Cygirl, yes. So this is my project for the school. I can maybe show you the. Hold on, let me find you the exam subject. Aha, I think I found it. Yep. So this is the subject. Literally, this is like, oh, make a game, or like at least create a document inspired by a game. This is the subject this year. good luck, have fun. So that's pretty chaotic. We have here on the left a poem. It's originally in English by Susan Sachs, who's like an activist that ended up in prison for most likely a good reason. The poem has been translated in French for the French candidates. We have butterflies, we have the river spectrum, the moving stones in racetrack playa, a blob, and like prehistoric paintings. And now the issue is like, how do you come up with an idea for a game inspired by all of those things? And the answer is actually just like to have fun with it, try to find connections and hidden themes within them. So that was actually a really fun thing to make. Let me change. Sorry, I don't really like that one. Yeah, that's a nice one. So with all of those things, some of the big themes I could find is like connections, like generations, evolutions, and kind of like how nearly magic everything seems. So I made this. We kind of had to have a specific way of presenting our documents. With like first page is like the cover, second page you have to have like a plan of the different parts that we ask about. First part is a lot of text, so I'm not gonna read you the whole thing. But here's like what did I wanted to make? It's like, why did I come from my idea? How did I link my idea to the subject? How did I find inspiration in it? And here is kind of like the taglines, like the game idea I called it Connection with Rhizomia. Rhizomia is basically, I think, a philosophical like idea that everything is connected on the same level kind of thing. But it's also a way like physically to tell like roots and stuff on the same layer. It's a bit chaotic, but it's a fun idea. Pong did like a cinema post because he's
I made a ton of money.
Good job. In his game, Planet Park. Yeah, in his attraction park tycoon. I'm proud of you, Vivi. He's building cool roller coasters. But yes, so my idea was to make a roguelike tower offense, which would be kind of a play on the word with a tower defense genre, where the goal is for the player to protect a human trying to escape a cave. Basically, that's the big idea for it. And here I had to list interactions. Since I have two main phases, one for moving around and one for actual fights, I like talked more about both of them. Have a little mood board. It's for graphical references, which also helps finding some idea of what the game would look like. Like gameplay wise. Okay. Zoom in a bit. So it was some ideas from like an artist on Twitter that's really cool, called Barsuk. Cave painting, like an art group I really enjoy, called, wait, what's it called? Team Labs, yes. They're based in Japan, and I really want to visit one of their installations someday. It's really cool, like interactive art, like interactive digital art. I think it's really sick. Funnily enough, Connor, like C-Dog VA, the YouTuber and streamer, who's friend with Iron Mouse, actually made a video with Iron Mouse where he was kind of going through Tokyo and stuff, and he visited the art installation, had like a personal visit and everything. It was really cool. I was like, wow, that's so cool. I want to do that someday. But I don't think I'm quite big enough for it yet, at least, you know. Maybe later. But yeah, it's kind of cool, like character design. I was thinking the human character were quite realistic, even though the rest of the game was more like magical and stuff. And shiny mushrooms, because that's funny. I like mushrooms. But yeah. And here's like more boring talk about like, well, it's not very boring. It's like inspirations for like sounds. Lol, someone got nuked. I looked to my right to the chat and I see Siri but instantly banning someone. That was kind of fun. But yes, like for sounds, for the musics, of course, like Minecraft inspired music is always a win, you know. Like the ideal public. So what type of player would my game be aimed like at and stuff like that? How would I go about promoting my game? Interesting. This part is pretty interesting. It was a bit difficult actually for me. It's to have a technical problem and how do you solve it? It's like you have to find the one technical problem and explain how you would go about solving it. A lot of people I saw did something linked to how, like for example in the code, someone could make their game work, stuff like that. Issue is I have very little knowledge in code. I am really bad at it. I'm a bit ashamed to say since I did work with coding for a few years, but I'm just so bad at it. I don't like it. Code is mean. I don't like the code. I want to draw pretty pictures and then it works. Why can't I just do that? But yes, so my technical problematic, I decided to aim it at something actually Pong told me when I was explaining my idea. I was like, oh, but won't the human you're trying to lead to the exit of the cave feel like an incompetent baby? And I was like, that's a good question. How do I make it so you feel like the human is actually intelligent and not just a like blank sheet of paper? So here I explain how in some games like Soda's Guardian and Mythopia, you can have like PNGs, non-player characters that feel NPCs, yes, that feel very human and at least very alive and very fun. So I explained a little bit how I would go about making something similar for my characters. I'm sorry for eating the mic. Here's some more detailed experience. On the left here is something very important to game designing called the 3 C's for characters, camera, controls. What type of characters, what type of camera, what type of controls. It's like some of the most important thing to think about when making a game. It's like who's the character, how linked are you to that character or characters. Stuff like that. Camera is like, oh, is it a view top down like for my game? Is it first person? Is it third person? Is it second person? That would be weird. But I guess type of thing to think about, because depending on the game, the type of camera is really important. For example, with shooters, most of them are first person. Not all of them, but most of them. For horror games, you can have a lot of first person, but surprisingly quite a lot of third person as well, with kind of unique cases, mostly dictated by technical like constraints. For example, in the old Resident Evil games, like very, very old, where the cameras was fixed somewhere in a room and always looking at the protagonist, which honestly in a way added a lot to the whole scare of it, because you had so many dead angle where you couldn't see if a zombie was right there. And the game played around that quite a lot, so it's really cool. It's a good thing to know. And for the controls, that early in game development, you don't go too much into details. Many just like, oh, is it made for keyboard? Is it made for controller? What type of way to control the game would you have? Like, can you move around? Can you zoom in, zoom out? Stuff like that. Here's more information about how the game plays. Here, you can see the drawing I made. Let me move to side. Okay, you can't really see, but it's a drawing I showed earlier, right there. And here's like the universe, what happened, why is the game happening in the first place, the characters, We show like protagonists, well, like player characters, the humans, and the enemies I drew. I think it's pretty cool. This chunky boy right here was also something that posed a problem to me. It's called the gameplay loop, and mine is way too overcomplicated. And just know that this is way more easy to understand than what it was before Pong looked at me and was like, no, this is not possible. So this is already like a dialed down version of what I had at first. In the gameplay loop, you're supposed to be able to highlight how a game works. For example, if we think about Arena Breakout Infinite, for example, the gameplay loop is pretty straightforward. It's like set up your inventory, go on a mission, like go on a excursion to get more loot, come back home, sell stuff, and then repeat, you know? It's kind of the flowchart, yeah, in a way, yes. It's supposed to be way more vague than what I did, whereas for me it's like all the possible action you can take during your gameplay. So hopefully the jury won't feel like it's too bad and they will see like understand what I wanted to get at. Yeah. And here's screen mockups. Something that's pretty commonly done as well. It can be either drawn or you can do a collage of sorts. So a way to show what you want your game to look like. Like cameras, characters, how the different elements would look like. Here, since I have two main parts of my game, the like movement 1 and fight 1, I really wanted it to be pretty clear. So I made one for each, and on the right I tried to explain what information are appearing on the screen. Here was kind of the same thing, where it used to be the picture smaller and with more written information, but when I showed it to a current student that was trying to help out some applicants, he told me it was way too hard to read and the picture is worth 1,000 words. So I should just like try to reduce the text and have more pictures. So I did, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's kind of something I drew in like 2 days towards the end. Well, it was not very early. The storyboard was something that scared me a bit. You have to draw and to talk about and represent the equivalent of 5 minutes of game. And that was the thing. It was like, okay, you have to show 5 minutes of gameplay without showing a tutorial. So go, you know. It was like really scary, but it was very cool. Oops. So I decided to show how the player would start with the movements part, get to an event, basically here, where the character can rest, get some health back, and has a chance of finding items. For example, here that's what happens. You find an item in a crack. Then moving more to the fight level, which would be here. That's how it would start. You have like your character information top left, you can place some towers, place lights to see further in the cave, and start walking. Here you have the start of a fight. I hope you like how cute I made my enemies. I did not have time to make them very pretty, but I think they're kind of cute. They look like ants. Yeah, and like a mushroom and a rabbit who shoot at them. It's not very clear, but I think it's okay. When you get to a crossroad, you have the choice to lead your character down one or the other path. Longer paths are more dangerous, but with more rewards. Shorter path, you dodge some of the enemies, but you have less rewards. So it's kind of like a risk to take. When you take too much damage, you have like your screen become a bit red. You see your HP go down here. And when you run out, your character dies. And it's kind of where the roguelite aspect comes in a bit, where when you die you get some rewards to level up your next characters to hopefully be able to go further. It's pretty cool. And this is the last page of my presentation. And in that last part, we need to talk about 3 other concepts we've had when thinking about what to do. So I can talk about it very quickly. The first one is literally the first thing that came to my mind when I read the subjects. It's something that I found was pretty common actually, because when talking with Dinter actually, we also applied to the exam. We both had a similar idea of, I don't know if you guys know mini motorways or I think mini subways, something like that. It's 2 games where, for example, in mini motorways you have houses that appear that are a certain color and then a factory that appears on the map, which is also the same color. And you have to draw a road between the 2. But the more colors appear, the more houses and factories everywhere, the harder it gets to not create traffic and traffic jams and stuff. That's where it gets a bit difficult. So I was thinking of doing something similar but in 3D, where you have a whole square and you have to create path for insects. And the more insects travel, the greener the grass gets. It's kind of a silly idea, but it's pretty fun. Then I was thinking about making a first-person horror game in a cave. It's closer to my final idea, where you have you're in a cave, you're a human trying to escape, you have shiny monster in the dark and shiny plants and stuff. And this one is even closer, but it used to be it was an idea for a 2-player game, where you would have one player playing the human, one playing the spirits of the cave, and they should need to work together to escape. It was kind of ideas like that, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I'm quite proud of what I made. It's not perfect in any ways, but I hope it'd be good enough to at least go to the next step. I know the answer to that on the 5th of March. Regardless, you know what else happened on the 5th of March? Pocopia, the game releases. So I will most likely buy it and I will be it's just to mend my broken heart for not getting accepted, or this is a reward for making it. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully I get accepted for next round, which will be a written exam. I'm a bit anxious about it, but it should be okay, hopefully. I hope I get accepted. But yeah, that was a little neat thing I've been working on for a while, because we had a month to do it. That took a while. And it's scary because you can see some of the stuff other applicants have done as well, because we created a Google Drive to share it between each other. And it's pretty spooky because you have some very, very strong candidates, and it's do I compare? I don't know, and you panic. But it should be okay. But yeah, a little fun thing. Yes. Okay, now I think it's time to go back to drawing for real. Let me... Wow. Okay. I hope you like my background. It's also girl with Ponge. Wait to take a new picture. It'll be cute. Okay. So, let me put my PNG. Hello. It's so cute. I'm very happy. Is it Goth time? It is Goth time. You have been waiting for it. It is now. So you're like, yes. Okay. So, how can I place? I think this is my mic okay when I do this? So I can see my iPad. I think I'll even raise my table. Sorry for the noise for a little bit. You are being raised, chat. I have a crank table. to raise my table, and it's really good because I can have a shit posture but still not look too much like a shrimp. Oh, my desk is so messy. Fine. Okay. So, the way I usually go about character design is that I start by looking at real outfits on Pinterest. So I think we're gonna start with that. Let me set up my iPad a bit more. Okay. So, let's look at some references for goth outfits. Where is Pinterest? Here. So this is a Pinterest where you need to not judge what appears. I have no control over Pinterest. And it's a Pinterest I've had since I was like 13. So let's see. I really like the top left skirt. This one. I don't click on it because I think it's a like an actual shop link, and I do not support Shine, but the style is really cute. So I think I might go for something a bit like that. The right one is so cute as well. Ooh, I like the shiny. It's very much, it looks like my current model, where I have some shiny outfit as well. Ooh, having dark horns could be really fun. Could be a fun way to go about it. Why is it all shine? Hello? Why is it everything shine? I don't like it. Anyways. Shiny shoes with studs. Really cute. Really, really cute. Look at this one. I'm gonna start saving in a tab. Hold on. Let's create a SciGoth tab. SciGoth. Let's make it secret because I'm shy. Okay, let me save some of the stuff I find cute. So this skirt is really cute. We'll save it. I got auto-corrected to Cygirl. What even is the meaning of me trying to be funny? I really like the spiky spine on the left, but I think it would be hard to implement since it's in the back of the character. So we're gonna skip for now. Ooh, I love those long boots. I have very similar ones, IRL. It would be fun to add them. Oh, I like the fluffy on the left. It's not very goth, but it's very cute. Ooh, the shiny one with the belt on the top is really cool. Let's add it. Right now it's kind of like window leaking for my outfits, you know? Finding little inspirations. Ooh, I like the two layers of that skirt. Like having the layers kind of open and then the long one under. I think that's pretty cool. Ooh, cool makeup is a really good point as well. Okay, let me add... Hello. What's this? I think I've seen this picture so many times. The one with the ram horn is so cool. Can we add this one? And maybe let's go explore some makeups, because it would be cool to have some more inspiration for makeups as well. Really cool stuff. I really like the how is it called? Lipstick on the top right. I think it's cool to have the top being very smiley, like shaped, and then under to be just like a little bit of dark instead of the whole lip. I think that's cool. So let's add it to SciGoth. Really like the shape for the eye design as well here. Let's add it. Oh, I like the boots with the sort of greaves on top of it. I think that's really cool. Okay, let's add a few more pictures and I think we're set. Oh, I really like her on the left. Right here, this one. Oh, I really like the middle one here. Which is really cool. Okay. Now let's see if we can find some hairstyles. I actually already have some saved here. I've been kind of collecting ideas and references for character design in general. So I do have some shapes I find cool. Really like that shaggy ponytail on the left there. It's really cool. Let's see. But I think something that would be cool is, I kind of have an idea in mind already, is to have like loops of hair, like a braided loop, and then have still a long strand going down. I think that would be pretty cool. So I think I might not need anything from here as inspiration. I'm gonna go through it very quickly just to see. There's like so many cool stuff. I love how big this like hair strand is in the middle. It's very funny. Okay, but I think we're good for now. Let's go back out and explore a seg off. Maybe can I correct it? No. Anyways. So out of all of those ideas, something I'd really like to keep. Maybe I like the amount of accessories. Having like face piercings, like the makeup on the right is really nice. The belts from the outfit in the middle, it's really cool. I love the shiny top with the strap, I think it's really cool. But I also really like the longer sleeves that are really poofy like this. So I think we take some of those ideas and we try to see what we can come up with. Let's go back here. So, on a new layer, please. And maybe with a like purple color so we see it better. Let's see. The early sketches will always be very, very messy. So please do not judge me. I'm shy to be drawing in public like this. I kind of want to keep the essence of what I look like right now. So I think we should still keep some pretty recognizable sign of Side Girl. And I think that could be, for example, my like fluffy strand in the middle. I think it's pretty recognizable. So it'd be good to keep something like this. So messy. Ah, I'm panicking. Something like that, I guess. But for the rest, we can go in assisted. Assisted will basically make it so it's, since if I draw something on one side, it will appear on the other. I was thinking basically before having like a sort of braid going something like this, maybe? And then on top of that having like a long hair. Oh, I don't want to erase. Something like that. Does that make sense? Could maybe even have like something like a hair, long hair strand going in the front. And then the long one in the back. Ah. Making it so it looks a bit more like a braid. Okay. Because I feel like the type of goth I really enjoy is like very elegant, like mysterious and elegant. I think it's really hot. can just stop erasing. Like that, or we can have something a bit more like this. No, I don't really like it. We'll figure that out later. We'll figure that out later. I was thinking maybe those birds there having the back kind of like this. This type of strand, does that make sense? I think that's pretty cute. I think we should keep our heart shape cowlick here. I think it's very adorable. Ah. Yeah, good enough. Maybe... Oh, if I do this... I think this? No. I think it'd be better to have maybe... something like that. We have to imagine that the eyes would be like here. Oh, the way to be. So if we have the eyes here, I think like he hides a little bit of it, but not too much. I think that's pretty cool. So this would be the eye with the star in. I think it'd be cool to still have it. Speaking of eye, maybe it's time we do the makeup. Or maybe later, Let me just like make... So the hair here looks a bit like something. We don't want to have hair too close to the head, it can look really weird. I think we should still have like kind of stray hair a bit like this. So I think for my character it makes sense that her hairstyle wouldn't be perfect. So I feel like I'm pretty silly. I'll be down. Yes, you are right. Yes. Okay, hold on. I need to erase it. Then I managed to make a cool looking one. It's too high. It's an issue I often have because I draw a bit too zoomed in. And I know it's a bit of an issue, but it's okay. Maybe try it on a new layer so we can just lower it whenever after. Ah. Okay, I think it's okay. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's just like the first sketch to kind of figure out the general shape we want to have. It's a bit too high up still. Yeah, it's a bit better. Okay, so it's not as pretty as the previous one, but that's fine. Let's duplicate it. So we just... Ooh, that looks so weird. No, actually not. Don't do that, please. Help. No. It just like draws a general shape. So we have it on the other side. It looks a little bit weird for now. I'm not struggling to get my eye right today. It's okay. I'm Nice suppression in obvious. Yes, I can. Hold on, let me remember how to do that. I think I go like here, filters, and now we should have them. Because we hear the tippy tap of Pong in the background. Okay, let's add some eyebrows because I look a bit uncanny right now. I think having cute eyebrows like this make it a little bit better. I like the cute brown eyebrows. But maybe I should just go for more mature, like, slim ones. For now this will do. For now this will do. Maybe having, like little piercing here could be cute. And also really like piercing like here on like nose bridge. Something like this. Like this is really cute. You can make your mouse. Mouse? Well, let me have assisted. We can even try to see if we can manage to get the like dark look that we saw a bit earlier in. Something like that. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I think some colors would be cute. Okay, okay. She looks so stupid. Her eyes have a big issue. She looks like a fish. What did I do to her? Oh no. Yeah, hide the eyes because it's not okay. Let me make her mouth bigger. Hold on. Okay. She will not have eyes for a little while because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Help. Okay. That's pretty cute. I think it is time we add a very recognizable feature of Sagirl. Big ass ears. Look at that. This is me suddenly. And then especially if we add like maybe more spiky horns, so it looks more goth. Something like this. I think it's fine. And I think something where later we could have some accessories on the horns to make them even like gothier. Does that make sense? Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe I should add one here. Yeah, I think it's kind of cute. Like a piercing here as well. Kinda like make it a diagonal, it's kinda funny. Okay, but that's pretty cute, that's pretty cute. Now, something I kinda like to do is try kinda, in my head, remember details I really liked about the outfits we looked at earlier. Some that for me come to mind are the sleeves that up until like here follow the shape of the arm and then become like very much like this, you know? This like I really liked. So something I'm gonna draw now. This for me was very memorable. Something else I really liked was the like kind of shorter top like this. I think he also had like a high neck. I think high necks are kind of cool. Maybe he went like this a bit. You don't have this middle part. I think having a zipper is very cool. To make it look like a zipper, we can add this. And then you had like a opening here, I think? And a belt, like a very thick belt, like somewhere like this. Something like this? I don't remember exactly, but that looks kind of cool. To make it look like more of a belt, we can maybe, instead of doing that, make it go all the way around instead. And maybe even add some like studs or rivets. Let's add some rivets. Just quickly, so we get a bit more of a feeling for what it would look like. That looks pretty cool. And maybe I think something I like is kind of the deep shape like this that the long sleeve one had. And it's very pretty. Maybe it even had like some very like bird-like marking a bit like this. Kinda going off feelings right now, but I think it's pretty cool. Very good. Looks a little bit like ribs. I think it's cool. We can keep it like that for now. After bed, we'll leave stream open. There's a dream realm. Then I hope you will have a very, very wonderful night. I will most likely post a silly picture we draw after stream. That'll be fun. I wish you a very, very good night, Seekers. See you soon. I think you have to imagine that those like sleeve will have like what is it called? Lace on them. I think it's nice. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Then we get to the stream and take care. Thank you. Oh, of course, and thank you so much. Good night, good night. I think it's cool when you have like a little bit of skin showing. So maybe having a like slightly lower skirt. Maybe like just going under here. With a kind of bend there. And then we can start making the skirt. I'm actually gonna do it on different layer. So we have like the shirt on one layer and the skirt on another. No, not this one. Let's go like this, maybe. Hey, apologies. Okay. Something like that. None I really liked the thank you. The skirt that had like leg opening. So I think kind of went something like this. And went kind of like that. And then get like around here. And had the same in the background, like this. That was pretty cool. But I have to imagine like this is a covered. Oh. It's pretty cool. And I like how like it gives us very straight silhouette. But I think it's like missing some pizzazz, maybe. So let's try the other skirt shape I kinda liked, which had basically something like this on each side. Can even kinda give it this dragon-y look. You can try something like this, and under it there was like a whole ass of the skirts. It's missing some shape. Let's try again. Let's try from the outside first. Too long now. Still not fluffy enough. Hold on, let me rage. I'll check. Exaggerate it a lot. That's a bit better. Now we can do like something like this. I think he even had like some like little accessory hangout here. So we could have something that looks like the star on my model. That looks pretty cool. Can like make it look a bit more pleated. That's pretty sick. Kinda like that. Gonna make it look more like wings by adding sort of boning there. It's pretty cool. But I'm thinking maybe the big skirt under is a bit too prude, a bit too safe. Let me erase that and try to figure out something else. But I like the wing shape, so I'm gonna keep that because it very much feels dragon, you know? I think that's pretty cool. Okay. I could have pants, technically. We could have pants that are like very tight until like here with like a belt or something. And then they become like wider. But I don't know, I don't really feel like pants. How could we do it? I think maybe having a like a scorched one, like a scorched skirt type of thing, a bit like this. Let's try like something like this. You can even like add some holes and stuff inside. And then we can add some like more accessories on it. Either I'm thinking stuff like spider webs. Could be kind of fun. Or we can have it have like something under. With like strings or something. I think it's kind of cool. Looks a little bit more mysterious, a little bit more like creature, I think, a bit, if you look at it. It's a bit hard to tell because of the quality of the stream. But I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a good idea, but needs a bit more refinement. If you try to go back to my general design theme, it's a lot more spacey, you know? There's some organic in it, but it's more space. It's gonna be a bit hard to have something very cyber if you have a goth outfit, but I think that's okay. But something maybe we could have could be like pearls. Pearls feel a bit more cybery. Let me actually change brush. I'm gonna make it slightly easier for myself. And have... Oh, wait, this one could be kind of cool. It's like a brush I made partly myself, I think, this one, where I traced over a drawing of a spine bone, you know? And then I made it so that you could like be drawn into a brush like this. I think it's kind of cool. I'm gonna have it like something like this. Feels more like seaweed now. We're gonna skip. Something could do maybe. Yes, we'll try to go back to the idea. That board. A bit later. Thinking maybe first we try the shoes, maybe. Maybe we'll leave it like that for now. As my like board game teacher once said, it's like it's good to have a project you're so attached to that it becomes your baby, but sometimes your baby has to go in the trash can. Which was a pretty violent way to say that, like, it's good to have ideas, but sometimes, especially if you're stuck, it's a good idea to just like start completely anew. So we're gonna try to do that maybe for the skirts. For the shoes, I really like the big boots that we had earlier. So I try to do something a bit similar. I don't have a reference in front of me, so my boots are gonna look very skewed, but I think that's okay. And I have something like this. And I really like boots that go really high up. Something like that. I try to just like do something a bit like this. Just imagine like he kinda goes above here. And maybe we can have like very high platforms. I think it's very fun. I'm not very small, you know? Like, without my horns, I'm like 178 centimeters. But I still find it very fun to wear platform shoes. Just like to dominate even more, you know? Let's try to have something like this maybe. We're just gonna making it pretty fast. We're just gonna try to see what we can make. Just making shoelace quickly to see what it would look like before we do actually like all of the rivets and stuff for it. I'm getting lost a bit. Aha, got it. Something like that. Maybe we can imagine like shoelace here. I'm a big fan of like having long shoelaces. Okay. We can think maybe of having more belts along the way. I think it's kind of cool. Maybe a chunkier belt as well. And having like studs on them maybe. Yeah, it's kind of cool. That's pretty fun. Well done. Yeah, I like how spiky I look. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's cool, I like that. We're gonna have maybe a very short skirt like here. Oh, that's kinda cute. Okay, hold on. I like the idea of having a shorter skirt now. Maybe we could have like the idea of like broken down skirts like here. Or we could have like a really tight kind of a leather-y skirt like here. Maybe add the like more ethereal string to ribbons to this one instead. I think. Yeah, that looks kind of cute. We can have maybe like little stars at the end of those ones. That is pretty cute. I think I kinda like the silhouette. Okay, should we try to give a go to the eyes again? She looks shocked now. It's always difficult for me. She was like an alien. Can try to have like spikier makeup. I think that's kind of cute. Hold on. She's looking a little bit in two directions at the same time. That's a bit cuter. Okay, hold on. Try to stay on this, but make it a bit bigger. Yeah, she looks like she's missing bigger eyes, yes. You're right. Oh. If we do them, maybe a bit like this. But except, we also liquefy them a little bit. That's cute, hold on. It's cute, hold on, that's so cute. Lower it a little bit. Yeah, that's cute. I think she has a cute face. Now we can add our little eyebrows. Yeah, that's so cute. Maybe you can add like little hearts. Like little makeup hearts. Make them like a bit liquefied now. Or maybe you can have like smaller hearts and then like this. Oh, that's so cool! Maybe even have something that's similar above, but like thinner. She looks a bit like a clown, but not too much of an issue, I think. Maybe just like you give the heart, make it invisible, they have like just a circle. Like imagine this is like dark. That's so cute! Look at Segwell for comparison. Yeah, I know. I look BB. Cute, thank you! Yeah, I think I'm a bit happier. Okay. Now I'm gonna add maybe some very... No, I will wait with shading a little bit. I think now we're gonna add a new layer and in a different color, maybe like sort of pinkish red like this. Add some accessories. I think it would be nice. I think it'd be fun to have like very dangly stuff from there. Like... Hold on, gravity doesn't make sense here. That's better. Oh, that's cute. Hold on. Wait, that's kind of cute. And we can even add H. We can add like pearls, something here, and maybe another one of those. Oh yes, yes, yes. Hold on. If we like center it and do this, and then like no, not erase. Please draw something like this, and like no. Okay, not this. No, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I like the star. Let's just like make it more spiky. Something like this. So it looks like very steady. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I think that's cool. I can imagine that we'll have pearls like all around it. Something like this. That's cute, that's cute, that's cute. Maybe here it's like something more solid, like a ring to hold it. It's kind of like the origin of the like whole pearl thingy. Yeah. I think that's cute. Yeah, that's so cute. Okay, I like that, I like that. I think what we need more of is more piercing like here. So like, I was thinking maybe something where like goes like a sword. Hold on. Oh, I know, like here, we do like. Yeah, that's cute. It's a sword. And like he goes through the ear. I think that's pretty cute. Yeah. Kind of having like my current ears, I like this one. Yeah, it's really cute. Maybe having on this side now, kind of. So I think I'll go a bit lower. Yeah, that's cute. It's kind of like asymmetrical, but I think it balances itself pretty well between the horns, one here and this one there. That's cute, that's cute, I'm happy. Of course it's gonna have like a cool eye. Like here. And the normal eye here. I like her. I want more accessories on her neck. Maybe either something like very low like that. Could be cute. Or it could even be hold on. Could be something I kinda go crossbody like that. That's kinda cool, but it's a bit too abstract maybe. It takes a lot away from what's under. Maybe something like just one thing. Kinda highlights it rather than hide it. Can I have like a very small accessory like that? Or maybe you can have two of them. Yeah, I think that's cute. I think that's cute. You could have like a next stop everything. Accessory like up there and one down there. It's gonna balance themselves out. Maybe have like a star here. Hold on. And the bowl here. Yeah, like a gem maybe. Let's just try a gem. Yeah, that's tryable. I have a sort of similar pendant where I have like a lot of round crystal at the end. I think it's really cute. Let's try something like this. It's nice to get some of that space theme in our accessories a bit. I think it's really cute. Maybe I should add like tighter one or like a thin like this maybe. It's pretty good. I think I'll keep it for now. You have to remember like she has sleeves on here, on both sides. But maybe having sort of a bit like that. Let me try to check my references if they had any accessories. Here's, and the bottom one is belts. The other one as well. This one is very elegant and she has more like pearls looking stuff. I like the very fancy brooch in the middle. Maybe something to get inspired by. The gloves are really sick as well. Might want to add them. Here's a bit, they're a bit more tech. I think it's cool. Okay. Inspiration is coming to my mind. Maybe we leave that part a bit more empty and like the texture itself, we'd add some of the detail there. So we can add the gloves. Look at the previous color we used. I can put it under the shirt, I think. Which one was the shirt? This one was it, yeah. I really like the like half gloves he kinda had before, something like this. Really elegant. And have like some sort of frills on it. I think it's really cute. I like that. Yes! I think that, but like we have to imagine it continues. Stop reading! Continues like all the way up there, maybe? Like this. It does create like some wrinkles on the elbows. And maybe you could even have some sort of ribbons on it with a charm of sorts. Maybe like another star could be fun. I think that's cute. Maybe you can have the ribbons on both sides, then have the little charm be asymmetrical. Now, with both hands are slightly different. I think that's kind of nice. Ooh, I'm also thinking, I know that's rare, but when I'm looking at them, we could have custom little nail art. How cute is that? Can you imagine that the other one have it as well? Have like a dark background. It's pretty cute. Hold on. Let me do this. So we can see it a bit better, maybe. Not really, but a little bit. It looks a bit too much like a cross, but I'll correct that later. That's very cute though. Yeah. Okay, going back to accessories. I think something that's very essential is belts. Didn't mean to have it symmetrical. I think having like a something like this is really cute. Maybe having like a chain coming off of it, like something like this. We could even have like a smaller one above that kind of disappears into it. Maybe I could just image it at the end there. That's pretty cute, hold on. It doesn't need to emerge, it's very high up actually. Something like that, and then here instead of that one. Struggling with my brush today. My eraser. And here I think in my fabs I have like this one. Make it very small. And you can imagine it's doing something like this. Actually from here. That's pretty cute. You could even imagine maybe having multiple ones. And then doing sort of mesh, maybe? Hold on, if I do something like this. How does it look? Maybe a bit too much. I like this one. We could have like small one coming off of it. That's pretty cute. That is very cute. I like that. And again, once again, like imagine that we add some accessories, star-shaped, stuff like that. I think it's pretty cute. Yeah, that's adorable. Look at it. I think that's really cute. Something that would be nice, maybe as a way to balance the fact that here we have something but not on the other side, would be to add a like bracelet here. Once we have it like something that I wrapped maybe multiple times. It's not supposed to be a bracelet. And that reminds me of jewelry I have in real life that has the ink logo, ink being Ice and Kill, my favorite band. The logo is quite simple, it's like an I and a cross, like an X, because it's just their number, 9, in Roman numbers. Maybe having something like this could be cute. Okay, I do not know how to draw an X on perspectives. Oh no, this is not good. From afar it looks okay, we'll say that. But that's pretty cute to still have a little reference to my favorite band. I think it's cute. I think it's nice. The more I look at it, the more I dislike the skirt. You know what that means? We try something new. Maybe something with different layers. Let me try something. Oops. Yeah. Have a drawing assistant. We go back to the outfit color. Maybe something where you have like different layers like this. That's pretty cute. And we can have like a very small, roughly one at the bottom. Look at something like this, maybe. That is kinda cute. I think I much prefer this one. You can even like add if you want accessories coming out of it. Like sort of ribbons, I'll say. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It looks a bit like scalps, which I like. Because it keeps the dragon theme. Maybe if we have it more obviously looking like scales. Something like that. I think that's cute. Yeah, I like that. You can even have like... I'm going a bit like this. No, never mind. This one, just like this is good. I like that. That's better. Yeah, some more like spakiness to the outfit. I think it's very cute. Let me go back to this. I think having stud on this one as well would be nice. But just on the big one, maybe. Yeah. Oops. Imagine something like this. Surprisingly, they don't look too bad. I like the studs. I like the studs. Maybe you can have more stuff like on this one as well. Yes. Small stud. Yeah, I think that's really cute. Okay. What else could we add to be more goth-y? What are we missing to get the goth essence strat? We have the cool boots. They're close. We don't see the toes. We have like the 2-layer skirts with different layers in the middle one. And some like star accessories there. It looks a bit like wings, a bit like a dragon. I think that's cool. We have the gloves as well as the long sleeves that are very wide and will be lace later. We have a top that shows some skin. And look, it has pretty cool like abstract patterns on it and big belts and stuff. I think that's pretty sick. You have like necklace accessory. We have cool makeup, some piercings, some cool earrings on our big floopy ears, and some pretty cool accessories on the horn as well. I think we're pretty set. So, what I'm gonna do now, something I like to do to try to get a clear idea what's happening, is between layers, I am going to... hold on. I'm going to add white layers between my layers of drawings. That way, it will look like I'm erasing things that are not supposed to be visible. For example, here, that hair is in the back. I don't want it to be visible from the front. We erase just enough that it looks like it's only visible from the back. Paint over it. That way it's not lost, but will like show only what's visible from the angle we want. Okay, that's about the hair. Then we have the boots. For the boots, we want to erase the toes. Goodbye, toes. Honestly, some of the best toes I've ever drawn. I don't like drawing feet, it's so hard. Okay, something like that. Let's see. That's cute. I like it. I like it. It's becoming a bit clearer. For the skirt, we want to erase everything else like here. You as well. Yes, all of that. And the part of the leg. Like this. Same on the other side. Here. Something like that. That's pretty good. Let me go a bit in the detail here and like do just those ones. We understand that they're not see-through. Okay, that's cool. This one piece already. Gloves we're not gonna hide too much, I think. But I think those are some nails. Okay. Shirt time people. What we're gonna do is gonna erase the top of the gloves. I think this part is hidden. Are you stressful? I can hear you like jiggling.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll stop doing that.
It's okay. Okay, oops. We want to hide the top of that. And then I think what we do is that we lower this opacity to 50% to show that whatever's under this part of the sleeves will just be less visible but still a little bit. So like for example we hear sleeve. Yeah. think that's pretty cool. Other horns and front hair? Or just the horns? Wait, that reminds me. Here, just like hide the part of the face that are not gonna be appearing. For example, those pesky human ears don't make much sense. Okay. That's pretty good. We also want to erase this and that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oh, did I accidentally erase? Ah, I see. Oh well, we'll keep it like that for now. Give a pretty good idea what the hairstyle looks like. No. Oops. Let's keep a little bit more of the hairstyle. Okay. We have the horns, face and stuff. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I'll just like erase a bit of the bracelets. You understand? Okay, that's pretty cute. I think that's really cute actually. Let's see now, maybe. We should do some simple colors. How could we do that? I always like use a different technique when I get to that point. Let me group everything. You will see why in just a second. Okay, we group all of this and we duplicate it. Nice. We just make the bottom layer disappear. So we keep it for later. And I'm gonna actually group this front layer. So now it's a single layer. And I can color under it a bit roughly to see some colors idea. Okay. Let's try to do some skin color first. Giving some color to her face would be nice to kind of see more in the flesh, you know? Okay, that's pretty cute. Yeah, I like that. Then maybe our top should be more like dark grey, a bit like the current color we have. Thinking something like this. I'll erase what's too much after. I think all of that should be maybe. Maybe it will include her sleeves as well. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Let's continue a bit more. We go like something like this to show that here it's open technically. Plus here as well. Something like that. You can fill in the blanks. Oopsie, sorry. Yeah, look at that, that's pretty cute. You could like under have skin color. Look at that, that's cute. I think for the hips as well we can have it. Cute. Okay. Let's go back to the previous color for the skirts. For now I'm just doing like very rough colors. I will be doing them more in detail later. For example, for the belts and stuff, they have studs and accessories that will be different color. I'm thinking maybe the like straps here, the thing that dangle will be white to have like sort of a pop of accents. I always find it very satisfying to see the symmetrical like line when I draw. Okay, I think if we join here, we'll be able to. Oh no, never mind. I need to like fill here because this is actually skin in the middle. This, and then we like color those things by him. We can do like an assist and just yeah, that's faster. Here as well. Oops. Apparently it's not good enough. Hello. Thank you. And then here, something like that. Now we can fill here. Look at that, she's so cool. Wow. Let's fill some of the skin color here. Yeah, thank you. Okay, there's the side as well. Let's do our hands while we are at it. I'm very silent, I'm focusing so I don't go too much out of the lines. Nice. Just want to erase a little bit here. Nice! Look at her, she's so cool. I guess she was really spooky, never mind. Let me color a bit her face. Apparently I didn't use the right brush. Let me just fix that real quick. When we do this, she's still pretty much terrifying. But that's okay. I think if we do this and like some of that. Trying to find a way to maybe have the line arts without having the white, but it's possible. Oh well, it's okay. Kind of just like test to see what she would look like. Okay, that's cute. Nice. Something you could do. Let me try to. I have an idea. I'm gonna try to get her sleeves going in a pretty silly way. Trying to trace more or less where her sleeves goes. Something like that. So basically here's a space where your sleeve goes. Then I use the same color as before, and I have actually in one of my brushes a brush for seamless lace here. So you could just slap that on top and see what it looks like. That looks really cute. And let me make it darker. I think it's disappearing in the skirt. Here. Look at that, that's kind of cute. Duplicate it, spin it, line it here. Pretty good. That's cute. I like that a lot. And if we want, we can try to have maybe like a brighter one under as a test. And like glue directly the arm to do the underlayer. Like this. Let's use this one again. We have the underlayer. We have it on both sides. We do this. I think that looks cute. As a general rule, can also do this on here. That's cute. I like that. Maybe also even here, something like that. We're gonna kind of playing around with textures, see what would do cute. Yeah, I like that. But right now, basically, it adds some lace to her sleeves, because it kind of looks like she has a layer under. And to the skirts. Nice. Very much experimental, of course. I think it's pretty cute. No, this one. Hold on. I'm sorry, that was my throat. I'm standing like a shrimp. But I haven't had my monster. I need to go fetch it. Go in a second. Ah. That's cute. I like that. No, thank you. Thank you so much, Fong. Fong brought me the monster. I don't need to get up. I can stay here. Okay, little monster break. My first time getting white monster, so we'll see if I like it. I have no idea what the taste is like. Just as energy plus ultra. No, energy ultra. Plus ultra is My Hero Academia. It's good. I have no idea what the taste is, but it's really good. Ooh, it's very fresh. It was in the fridge, to be fair. I like it. Trying to like erase a little bit where the hair is. You can get a bit of an idea. What it will look like. Hold on, give me just a second. Okay. I think this is really cute. Wow. Look at her. She's so cool. Don't you think so, Pong Pong? Do you like her, Pong Pong? Yes. Look at her outfit. Hehe. Look at her go. Yes, it is this I got now. Wait, hold on, we're missing a very important aspect to Psych Wall. Not very important, but a little bit. First of all... Well, we have to imagine she has the bones under the like arm on the left there. But here, she's not supposed to be fleshy colored. Hold on. Supposed to be blue. Can have like a bone in the middle. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, and if I change the color here to actually have it blue, and I have some white in the middle. For the bone. Wait, that's cute. I like it. It had like a pop of color in it. And then we can also see if we want to have the tail. I'm a bit unsure, but like, I don't think it really matters since it's not gonna be seen much. But basically, like, Sagora has a tail. Something like this. It's like hairy at the tip. And it has like bones in it. They don't look like bones. Oh my god. This is how I draw the tail fast. Like I know how to draw the bones more or less, but it takes so much time. Like I just do those wiggly shits. You have to imagine this is like backbones. Forgot the name. Look at it, that's cute. Let me do it here. I'm doing it very fast. They're just kinda to help find the balance of color. Ooh, it's nice to have the nail star be blue. I like that. I might have to implement that later. It's kinda like having an idea of the color helps quite a lot with my design process, I feel. It kinda gives you a balance of color. I remember hearing someone have like a very specific percentage they like to have when designing characters. I forgot exactly his number, but it was like 60... No. Yeah, 60... 25... 5%. Or like something like that. So like they had a way of having like one main color, one secondary color that's still quite present, and then like other colors. It was quite a smart way to go about it, I felt. Because it did give like really good balance in color. Okay. Look at her, she's so cute. I'm happy. Wow. Okay. I have like drawing assistant for the horns and they're symmetrical. Yep. Oops, I forgot. But then again, hear me out. I think we're missing something crucial. Do you know what that is? Well, obviously, we... Hear me out. Hear me out. Exactly. Hear me out. We need a monster energy drink. It's what, like, prompted the whole design process. Now the question is where can we have it? She's very visibly doesn't have pockets. But she could, in theory, have a insufficient. You're right. Okay, first of all. Hold on. Yes. Yes. A lot of that is done. What she needs is a monster. So I'm thinking we could have a like monster holster. It's really silly. Like on her belt. Like you have to imagine like this is a monster and she... So that's the first option. Second option, she already has a built-in holster right here. Maybe the issue is like either or like, I mean my boobs would be cold, or the drink will be warm. I don't know what's worse. Maybe she's going exactly. Maybe. To be fair, I am a robot. Yeah, we keep the contender for now. It's so silly. Ah. Where else? Maybe she could have like a specially made bootstrap to have her monster ninja drink on her. Look. This is my best drawing of my monster right now. Look. Good monster. That's pretty fun actually. But like this one is kind of nice as well. This is like a second option is having it here. And the third one is having it there. Oh no. Maybe not a good idea. Best one. I think you are slightly biased. I mean, that's kind of true. You know what? Sure. Let me put those two on a different layer. We can make them invisible. That is pretty iconic. You can imagine that if it was real, it would be like a toggle or something. It's so silly. Oh no. Okay. Before I do anything else, I just want to make her hair up a bit more. Let me just color them, well, color them in white, but you get me? So we see them when they're supposed to be on top of the clothes. Nice. Shush. Shush. The monster ninja drink made me a little burpy. But I am obviously sparing you guys from it by muting, but Pong cannot mute me, Ariel. I'm so sorry. And my model still bounces. That is so cute. Look at her, I'm very happy. She looks so cute when I do this. Ooh, I don't like it. Hold on, let me fix that. Wait, first of all, very important, how could I forget? I'm going to color it with the white monster. White monster look. It's like weights there, and then like silver on top, like here, and it has like a little tab. Hold on, let me try it. You have to imagine this is like the little guy's head, not like the little monsters on it. I find them kind of cute. They look so silly. I kinda like them. And they're also silver. What am I doing? Now the issue is that the necklace is in front of it, so we're gonna just raise it a bit. Oops. Are you implying that my boobas are very small? Yeah, fair. It's supposed to be bigger. That is kinda true, actually. But then it takes so much space. It's like this, maybe? Hold on, let me compare to real life. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not that far. Maybe a little bit. It's like a small one. Shush! Don't poke fun at me. I'm doing it for the content. Okay. Okay. Yes, I wanted to do something was to like raise this. Come on, let me can do it like this, I think. I do like this. Okay, is it? We actually copy and oops. Copy and paste it. So it's on a new layer. I can just like play around with it pretty. Like this, and then. I have to imagine it links up the necklace there on both sides. Good enough. Let me erase this line a little bit. The old necklace line. Yeah, that's cute, that's cute. Nice. Yeah, that's cute. I like it, I like it. Something we could add. So try to make the accessories pop off a bit more. Actually. Well, no, I just make them like a grey. It's a bit dull. We have to imagine that if I were to render them, they would have some shines and stuff to them. That would make them look a bit brighter. That's cute. Okay, okay. Kinda like that. You have to imagine that this would be like a little silver chain or something. with a like white crystal at the end. Yeah, I like that, I like that. Here, like all of the rivets would have unique, like lips circled. Why am I not doing it mirrored? I don't know. Let me take that. Yep, that is faster. Because I only have to do half of them. Why is my finger? Okay, my fingers were not being registered as input anymore. Okay, that's kinda cute, that's kinda cute. Maybe if I raise this one a bit. So it's kinda more like it's supposed to look like. Nice. Yes. I wanted to have some like white highlights here. Have something like a white line here, and have those things be more pretty kind of lines a bit everywhere. White is a solution. I think it works well. Maybe we could even have more of them picking back up there. Something like this. I think that's cool. This monster is really good. I have no idea what the taste is like. Okay, Punks want a sip. What's your thoughts?
It's good.
It's good. Verdict, it's good. Thank you. Oh wait, I don't want it to be mirrored here when this is symmetrical. Oh, don't erase, please. You also have no idea what the taste is. Lemon. Oh, maybe. But it doesn't have the usual lemon acidity. It's nice. I like it. It's a new monster to my collection. It's kind of funny. I'm quite new to energy drinks in general. I don't think I've like nearly ever drunk any before like this year. Well, last year, 2025. I think this summer was the first time I drank a monster, and I was like, wait, it's kind of good. Here, I was thinking maybe having this belt here be white as well, rather than silver. Wait, no, it's supposed to be silver. Hold on, I'm silly. I've been influenced by Pong was like, yeah, you should try. If you want to try, I was like, yes, I've been wanting to try. And I was like, wait, it's kind of good. It's hard to come back since then. I would say it's his fault. Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of like I saw your sister. Like I think your sister talked about her like recent addiction to Monster Energy drinks as well, and she was like, "Okay, it works strongly. Be careful with it." I'm like, I'm EP all the time. It would be maybe good to have some. So I'm carefully snipping in my monster. But it's good to have some energy, because earlier I was so EP. I think those... Oopsie! Don't do that. Those things would be silver, I think. We have to imagine those chains as well. I'm not gonna do like individual tracing of them, at least for now. That's what I would do usually. But right now we'll just like do them like this, so when we look from afar it looks like they're silver. And so again, right now like the sketch of a design is more about Like getting some ideas for shapes and colors and doing anything clean. It's very much like anything can change quite fast at this stage still. It's kind of just like fun to play around. Shapes and colors, you know. Shapes and colors. This one here as well. Nice. That looks cute. I think here, that layer here should be white and should not have the lace. It's like an undergarment, like an underskirt. It's cute. It's white. Yeah, that's cute, that's cute. Like, hold on, if we had like some sort of sparkles like this, would it look cute? This is like a test. Nothing definitive. Ooh, that looks cute though, yes. We keep the sparkles. Will be a sparkly cuff. She looks like a ghost on the screen share for some reason, like the color is obliterated. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. I promise she's not as white as a sheet. She has actual skin color right now. The blue is so bright. Oh my god. Oh, maybe iPad is HDR. You're right. I have no idea. Maybe. You are more techy than me, so I think you're right. Especially blue is like 700 out of 1,000 blue value. And HDR makes so that 255 is so high. 700 becomes the max. I find it cute when you Swedish like appear new text randomly. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, I think it's cute. Whoops. Not whoopsie. I think it's cute. Okay, here it's colors of things in silver as well. They look so fucked, so tilted. You have to imagine that they're not tilted like they are. Okay, I think that's cute. Let's activate the mirroring again. What is this part? He taps because at the same time as this like watching my awesome stream is also actually trying to study. I see a lot of numbers and it's spooky on the screen when I look to my right. There are spooky numbers and diagrams, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I'm kinda excited to show Echoes what we've done today. Had to go to bed. That doesn't mean that... It just means that we can show off easier later. Looks so cute! Ah! I'm happy! But it's kind of funny because right now I see my current drawing a whole total of 5 times. Because I have it on my iPad, then I have it on my main monitor in front of me because this is what's being casted actually. Then I see it on my OBS feedback, and I see it on my Twitch feedback, and if I look a bit more to the right, I see it on Pong's second monitor. So I see my own stream many times. It's kind of funny. Okay, what could we do? Yes, I want to color more of the accessories on her face, I think. So we deactivate mirroring, because we don't want it to mirror asymmetrical stuff. That would be pretty silly. Here we have to imagine this is like also like a sort of pin chain or something. I'm excited to show the drawing to Mocha as well. I don't know if she's lurking or if she went to bed as well. And I hope she went to bed. Apparently she didn't sleep very well. So I'm excited to show it to everyone. And that's why you should join the Discord if you want to be able to see the picture more. Woo, join the Discord. It's pinned in the chats. Woo, you want to join the Discord. Did it work? Did I do it well, Pong? Are you proud of me? I plugged the Discord. Yeah, I'm getting double thumbs up. I'm getting better at reminding people to join the Discord. Here I want like the chain to be silver, but the pearls to be white, I think. White. So it does this. Kind of like follow it. I love wrapping, like drawing stuff wrapped around my horns. I don't know why, I just find it so satisfying. Okay, like here. So that looks cute. That looks cute. Wait, I want to. This one is silver as well. Nice, nice. That looks cute. I want to have those ones, this silver as well. Yeah, that's nice. And those ones, pearls in white. We do it quickly, it's okay if it's not perfect. Something kind of funny happened this weekend. Pong's mom came to visit, which was really nice. She's really sweet. She's the one that gifted me this stream deck for Christmas. And also like sponsored us to get my desk and chair I'm currently using because I moved in. She's really, really sweet. And she came over for the weekend because there is currently something called the Melody Festival going on. Melody Festival is the like pre-Eurovision competition that happens in Sweden. For those non-European out there, the Eurovision is a European song contest, where like each country from Europe, more or less, plus some more, send in candidates every year to compete for the best song. The way it works is that like each country has a jury, which gives points, and each public can vote as well. Like everyone can just call in, send a vote to anyone candidating, except for their own country. So obviously it becomes highly political, because of course. But it is very fun. In France, we are part of, I think it's the Big Five, it's called. Where basically we're part of the funding people of the competition after the war, and to kind of celebrate the new international TV network and stuff. And every year we fund a lot of the competitions, which means that we have a guaranteed spot in the final. It's not as big in France as it is in Sweden, because in Sweden they're not part of the Big Five, so they have to do all of the qualification beforehand to get to the final. And if we in France just send a random candidate, we don't get to choose. I think it's the TV network that chooses. So that's a bit because some people, it's like, I never heard of that guy in my whole life. And sometimes like they send someone like, still alive? I didn't know. Okay. You don't know what's still making music. But that's fine. Anyway, so yeah, in Sweden, they send someone that wins the Melody Festival. And apparently the Melody Festival is nearly even more watched than the Eurovision, sometimes. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, currently it's going on. So last weekend, Hongkong came over, we had like snacks and stuff. And after the TV show ended, we showed her Iceland Kill songs. And she really enjoyed it, so it was really fun. They were like, oh, and look at this one, look at this one. And we showed a new song. And oh, and look at this one, look at this one. And we showed an old song. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna add them to my playlist. And I'm like, yeah, we won. It was really fun. Okay. And I think our outfit is more or less done. So now I'm gonna do the ugly part, which is to deactivate the background and try to make her look less scary and make more sense. So, hang in there for a little bit while we fix her. It's kind of funny to get it. Fix her when she looks like a goth. Haha, haha. Anyways. But yeah, it's exciting. This weekend, actually, the competition takes place like a bit everywhere in Sweden. Like they change city every week, I think. And this week, it is right here where we live. It's kind of cool. We tried to look at the tickets, but sadly it was like really expensive. Well, like it would have been funny to just like go, but at the same time, like it's too much. It's too much for just like a hee funny. So we didn't do it, but that's fun. Just trying a bit more the tail, so it appears in all of its fluffy glory. I think maybe for the final we would do also like a watch party with some of our friends who lives around here. Or maybe we'll have Pong's mother again. I don't know. It's gonna be fun regardless. It'd be very fun to do it with friends though. We're still doing like the weekly D&D session now. This is kind of like my socialization of the week. Every Sunday. It's really fun. We have more players now. We started with just like Pong, me, one like the friend that like houses us for the D&D session, and then the DM. But since then, like the friend who houses us, girl's friend joined, plus her friend, plus one of their friends. So now we're like starting to be quite a few. It's really fun. It's been a ton of fun. We started like a bigger campaign, and if for the first time we played, we just had like a small kind of one-off campaign. Now the DM invested in a D&D book, actually, with like an actual map and everything. It's really cool. So maybe Pong and I will invest in figurines, like mini-figurines. So we don't have to use dice to show where we are compared to the enemies. That would be fun. So right now we're just like using dice to be like, okay, who's closest to the enemy right now? Which is pretty fun, don't get me wrong, but it'd be nice to not have to DIY it. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let me just do this so my nails don't fully disappear as soon as there's no background. Nice. Can do the hair, I think. Let's wait on a new layer, just so we don't accidentally erase anything. The issue here right now is that I'm drawing on a very big canvas, technically. It's a bit silly. I don't need that big of a canvas. But having that big of a canvas means I have like 48 layers and that's all. Which is not a lot to draw. Especially designing. Where I go through a lot of ideas and stuff, so I often have to start erasing some ideas that didn't convince me after a while. Which is good, because it kind of makes you think like, okay, what's essential to my design? And sometimes like everything is essential, so I'm just gonna fuse some layers together and we'll see. Okay, let me color this. I'm failing a little bit, I'm not very focused. It's fine. Let me continue. I can try this and this. Wow! Okay, low battery. Sometimes that happens, they just try to like make me go in the middle, I don't know why. I have to charge my iPad soon. And now we have a Goth to draw. Come on. A Goth side wall. Ta-da! Look! Looks like spooky now. Let's go! We like this, we can draw her behind her cowlick. Okay, we can have like our little symmetrical person. See, I feel. That's so cute, so I'm happy. On this side is like here. Look at her! That's cute. I'm very happy. Okay, let me check more my monster. Okay, let me do a little something. I like to write my name when I post my drawings anywhere. And I'm gonna post it on the Discord server. Here. Oh yeah, look at this one. Hold on, it's like my favorite brush ever. It's like a light brush. And I love making it fine. Like, you just this, I can like... Bam! Now this is like leather. How crazy is that? I'm gonna like make it shinier. I love this brush. I'm using it all of the time. You can see it literally on my model right now. favorite brush. It works so well. Apparently I missed a spot when I was coloring the body. Okay. I killed it. She looks so cute! Okay, I'm obsessed. Hold on. As I said, I wanted to add like a little signature. Add it here. Oops. Yeah, I decided in a place where it would be very annoying to erase. Look at her, so cute. Yes, I think I want to try to color her makeup a bit more. Let me just do that quickly. Maybe this color, yeah. And then we have it assisted. Oop, way too big. Look at her, that's so cute! Oh my god! But I can show you the power of this shiny brush. Like if I do this, I take my shiny brush, my trusted shiny brush, I make it small. Bam! Shiny lips. Okay, maybe not a good example. I put it higher than this layer. Hold on. Look at that. Okay. I'm a bit more serious. I think the complexion will be more like this, actually. It's a bit too much. I really love the brush. Maybe it's higher actually. Yeah, like this. We can have it like in the eye as well. No, she has a very sparkly eye. Isn't that cute? I started doing it like everywhere. Okay, I need to stop. This is not this type of level of render. Okay! But look at this. I can add like much. Wow. Nice. Okay, but I'm pretty happy with how she looks right now. So I think it is time for us to post her on the Discord server. So when Ecos and Mochas wake up, they can see it. You know, like they can see me in all of my glory and gothic mood. You can even like have like a mean joke where it's like, oh, find the monster can, and if they find it, like, oh, why were you looking there? It's really silly. I'm so happy. I think she looks really cute. Okay, chat. Rate the gothness of this outfit. Is this gothic enough? Yeah, I have like a slow panning from the head and the makeup. Once again, I swear I'm not as pale as I look like on the video. I have more blood in my veins. Like the top with the silly monster can. The white monster to summon the gothness. Here with the like fluffy lace sleeves. So double belt, which apparently I forgot to paint well. Let me just correct that. What is this? Feeling that. See, like multiple layers of skirt. I think it's cute. It's so cute, actually. The two legs with the one with the translucent limb and fishnet on the left. Big boots. The only thing is from the skirts that looks a bit like wings. Like long boots with platform shoes, like at the end. And the tail and everything. Maybe something I could add. I'm kinda going a bit too extra, but I don't care, I'm having fun. So bear with me. What do you mean there's a bear? Oh. I take chains. Or maybe no, actually. Maybe time to wipe our bones like this. And imagine having like chains that look like this on our tail. Yeah, that looks so cute. It's so extra, I like it. But I get it because it's supposed to be the part that looks like vertebrae. Vertebrae, that's how it's called. And inside the tail, it's supposed to look a bit like vertebrae. It's not the same type of vertebrae, but close enough. Okay, I think that looks sick. That looks so cute. Oh, I'm so happy. Nice. Yeah, I'm very happy. Sorry. Okay. Let me really quickly switch back to main tracking mode. Wow. Let me reorganize my working space. Hold on. I can give you silly me in the corner. It looks like big me is looking at small me. Okay. If I send it to myself, hold on. I might set up my desk to how it's supposed to be. Woo! Nearly knocked over my monster can on my stuff. Ah. Like, I could be complaining how small my desktop is, but it's not small. I'm just very disorganized. Okay. Okay. I'm cutting the call. The Discord sound are from my iPad, don't worry. And I can start tracking again. Where is it? Hello! I'm saving during a seg-off on my computer. Also, hello! Tracking back! Yeah! Okay. Time to leave the call and go back to my main account. How do I do that? Hold on. Let me do. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Art corner, let's go. I'm posting the drawing on the Discord. That's why you should join now, right now, now. Look, go to the Discord. Hi, Goth. Design. Yippee. I wish I could post like with cute dancing emote that I have on this Discord server, but I cancelled my Nitro because I did not agree with what Discord was doing recently. I might getting soon though, because I seem to be hesitant with adding the ID verification now. Try and drive. Such a silly thing. Okay, but you should all go check the Discord if you want to see Goth in all of her glory with the right colors and everything. It's pretty cool. Just saying. Okay. Thank you, PNG me. It is time to go to rest, I think. And thank you, Siribot, again for banning a spammer. Yeah, you can. How do I do it? How do I ban someone? Hold on. I think it already got banned. Let's go. Yeah, nice, they got banned. Let's go. Everything's fine. I remember when I started the streaming, I didn't have nearly like, anyone watching my streams. So like any new viewer was like, oh my god, someone is watching me, you know? Well, it's still the case, to be fair. I don't have that many people. But when I really started, it was basically just Pong watching me, and then I didn't figure out how to have my own chat on the side. I think I only had one screen at that time. So I had my phone to watch, to be able to read chat. And I think I was silly and using new accounts rather than my own account, so I could actually mod what was happening. I didn't have any bots to help me moderate my chats. And I remember having people be like joining, so I was really happy. And they were like, oh, what's your favorite game? And then like all like naive me, I was so happy to tell them like, oh, I really like this game I'm playing, but also like those games I liked. And they were like, oh, haha, mine is Among Us. And then they posted like a ASCII art of, well, art. You get what I mean, it was not art. Of like an Among Us character with a huge It was not nice. They got banned, but there was so many of them, like I think I banned like 5 or something, which was a lot in total. But it made me sad because I was like, oh, like genuinely excited to have a viewer, you know, I just started. But I think like I really leveled up in moderation with the bots, and with like me being able to moderate now my own chat, since now I figured out how to have my chat on the side. It's kinda nice. Crossbone also watching over my chat all of the time. It's really nice. So it's not an issue anymore, and now I have like very, very nice viewers. That makes me really happy. I'm always happy to stream, especially when I know I can like, get to spend time with you guys. It makes me really happy. Oh wait, I need to add on the like Discord notification to find the white monster. So silly, like I love the eye emoji. It's so silly. Nice. But yeah, people, go to the Discord server. Check the drawing. Compliment me. It makes me happy. So I'm always a bit shy to draw live, because I feel like I have to lock in. But then since I'm a bit stressed out, I don't lock in very well. And I end up messing up. Like with my eyes at the start, I'm like, I don't remember to draw eyes. Ah. But we did it. So that's nice. I think I'm gonna end stream very soon. I'm kinda like hanging out right now. But I am a bit tired. And I can feel that I was like standing like a shrimp. I need to stretch my neck. But it was really fun. It was really fun. But it may be something I could do. Hold on. Rather than just talking like that. Hold on, let me... Let me do this. And then I can like... What did I do? Where is it? Hold on. I think it's way too big. You can have this drawing right there. But it's too big. Oh no. Oh no. You can see her starting to appear. Let me try to reduce her size so we can actually see her. Look at her! She's so cute! Oh my god! Yeah! Look at her! Look at me, I mean! Isn't she so cute? But here I'm looking at her. Wow! I mean... Wow! Wow! Sparky eyes and everything. I slurp her. Okay, so let's stop being silly and simping for ourselves. Isn't she cute? I'm so happy. Oh my god. Like, look at her. But you can see the right colors now. Okay, hold on. Let me do a new showcase. Hold on. I'm struggling with the sizes. She's way too big. If you look, she has a big floofy ears. Very recognizable. She has like decoration on her horns. She has like cool makeup as well. I think I really like that top. I think it's really cute. The sleeves with the lace as well, I'm really proud of. The skirt with like belts and chains and stuff. The cool boots. They're so big, they're so long. And then she also has like chains on her tail. Yeah! I'm very happy. Yeah. I think I did great. I think I did good with her. Put her back in small. Okay, I think that was a Goth-ification successful. Let me finish my white monster now. Nom nom nom. It's so good. Energy. Yeah. Yippee. I like that energy. That was really fun. Okay. But then, I think it might be time to end stream, because I am EP. I want to thank you all for joining me. We'll finish the last part of the stream with Psycho on screen. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, I'm happy. Thank you everyone for joining me for my pretty chaotic drawing stream. I had a ton of fun. I'm happy I could kind of like show you how I work usually. I think it's pretty fun. I don't really know how artists usually go about designing characters. But that's kind of how I do it, you know. I had a ton of fun Goth-ifying myself. I hope you enjoyed seeing it as well. It'd be fun to manage to make that design into maybe an alternative outfit or something. You might have like to wait a bit. I don't know if my current model can really handle it, but maybe something to do. Anyways, I really want to thank you all for joining me and keeping me company on my city adventure. I really hope you all had fun and that you will all take care until next stream. Next stream will be on Saturday. This will be our usual time stream, so in the morning for European time. We are most likely gonna stream Voice Zoo, I think. That would be our final goal. Yeah, I hope to see you all then. I hope you will all take care, and yeah, enjoy the Discord so you can get notified when I start preparing for the stream. Do I need to say else? Yeah, just see you all very, very soon. And thank you again for joining me. I love you guys. Bye bye, everyone. Yeah, bye bye.